So this video is for the Craftsman Weed Whacker series. I think this also covers some Toro, POULLAN, MTD models. And the problem is the throttle doesn't respond anymore, and this is the second time. So we had some suspicion and found that the other end is missing, and we've already fixed this once before, and this part only comes with a new handle for about $9. And of course we can't keep replacing that thing at $9 each, especially if it's that unreliable. So what we're gonna do is we bought basically just some thermostat wire. It comes as like a 3 or 5 wire. It's like 30 cents a foot. And we got, I think in this case we got 5 pieces. And we're going to use blue for no real reason. But we're going to replace the throttle cable with a piece of this wire. And hook it all up. So, an extra pair of hands in here. Let's see if we can make this happen. I'm not sure if this is something best done live, but just see what happens here, you know? We should probably, you might be a little too close, buddy. I don't know if, I spend too much time wrapping it up. Don't really know how well it's going to work, but it seems to already be doing the job. This wire is a 20 gauge wire, and it's solid and not braided or twisted, so I think that's important. I think it'll be a little bit more rigid. I think that's going to be important for what we're trying to do with it. So we're going to go ahead and put this side back together, the handle anyway, and make sure that you have the one machine screw centered in here, and that actually determines the position of the handle. You just got to kind of move the handle around until you find it, and it's just right, and it'll kind of go in there and hold the handle in, not only from spinning, but just get it positioned properly. And just get the rest of these threaded in here. This thing where to hold itself back together for a minute. This has got to be, they all share the same part number, and the original part lasted much longer than the new part. And it was a factory part. So that's the main reason for this, is that it's not like it was a cheap aftermarket replacement that failed. This is going to be a problem that won't be addressed until they change their part. So I'm just going to trim this to length a little bit. I bought 3 feet of this, and there's about 18 inches left, so it's not quite 2 foot. I'm not sure if he gave me a little bit more when he cut it, but I think really now it's just a matter of threading this back into the throttle, and I'm going to try to not add any tension onto this, but I'm going to try to twist it around a little bit, I think. Let's just see what happens here. It's a little sticky right there, so I tried to keep this as straight and smooth as possible. It's got the slightest bit of hang up. It's just slightly sticky. I don't know. This wire ended up with a few kinks in it, and I think it could be just barely snagging on the outer sheath there, the jacket that's protecting it. But for now, I think it works great. It got us back up and running without having to wait on a new part. And this may not break, so we'll put some more information, including the part number that this replaced. I think that's important to know. But I don't see why it couldn't replace almost any trimmer throttle cable. So we're all fixed up, and I guess we could just get it started and see. How things are going to go here. We have a blade on this. So he's working. So I definitely think it's a worthwhile repair. I don't even know if we're 10 minutes deep in this thing, and we'll see how it holds up, but definitely have 4 more spares for like I said, like I think about $1.50. I think it's about 50 cents a foot, 45 cents a foot. We're about 3 feet. So we'll try to put as much information as possible. Figure this might be a big help for anybody out there that has a faulty throttle cable. And like I said, we had already replaced it once, and that broke, you know, within just a few days. So it doesn't have a tough job to do. Just needs to work the throttle plate there, and it's got return springs. So this is working out great. It's 20 gauge. We left the insulation on, hoping that it might slide easier inside that outer jacket and or add some rigidity. So worked out great.